Yo, what is up everyone? OG over here from Player Essence and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today, we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Shu is hitting the Nintendo Switch on January 23rd, 2018. When the great and terrible storm destroys Shu's village, he embarks on a desperate journey to survive. On his travels, he'll encounter stranded villagers, survivors of the devastation that need his help, and in return for his assistance, these peculiar characters will grant Shu unique special abilities that he can use to traverse the treacherous path ahead. Their only hope is to work together in search of a sanctuary and find a way to stop the storm. Can you outrun the end of the world? Here are the game features: 21 lush, expansive levels set in 6 diverse lands, a plethora of collectibles and secrets to discover, 10 recruitable characters, each with their own unique power, an incredible original soundtrack as well. So Shu is one of these games that I actually learned about quite a while ago that it was going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it's another unique independent game. The more third-party developers, whether they're independent or whether they're with the big publisher, the more that are on the system, the better. And this style of game seems like right up Nintendo fans' alley when it comes to things, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Shu does, how it works on the Nintendo Switch, and the type of gameplay mechanics that they plan on bringing to the system. We still need to find out as far as like HD Rumble and some other things, but I'm pretty sure they're going to take advantage of that. A lot of independent developers have used HD Rumble really well. Some of the best uses and best features when it comes to HD Rumble have been utilized in independent games. One example of that is like SteamWorld Dig. That's a really good use of HD Rumble, and even Fast RMX back when the Nintendo Switch first launched was pretty good because The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild does not use HD Rumble at all. So it was cool to see third-party developers take advantage of the technology in there. So what do you guys think about Shu hitting the Nintendo Switch on January 23rd, 2018? Is this your style of game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, Nintendo's developers are working on interesting and different ways to utilize the Nintendo Switch's Joy-Cons, and says that the Nintendo Switch is on the road to success. So Nintendo has had a really good 2017. We all know about this. They've already hit 10 million units sold and still counting as far as December sales. And with the Switch out in front, just basically doing so well, Nintendo's fortunes are just turning around. And Nintendo's Yoshiaki Koizumi and Shinya Takahashi sat down with Engadget to discuss their favorite feature of the Nintendo Switch, which is the Joy-Con. So here's what Koizumi had to say first. A really exciting hardware feature on the Nintendo Switch is the fact that you can separate the controllers. This makes lots of new forms of play possible, and we're currently researching a lot of different and interesting ideas. We've also seen many amazing and great ideas from our third-party developer partners, as well as Nindy's community. Takahashi-san had this to say on the matter: "You can quickly start playing with another person no matter where you are." He says, "This made a big difference in how we thought of the experiences in 1-2 Switch, which also has a lot of experiences that make use of the HD Rumble feature as well. These are experiences that you can only have on the Nintendo Switch. We would like to continue making new types of software that make use of these unique features of the hardware." And these type of experiences that they're talking about, for me particularly, HD Rumble is the biggest and newest innovation that I've seen, outside of course just the portability factor combined with everything. But HD Rumble with the controllers is the best tech that we've had added to controllers, I don't know, maybe since the original Rumble or dual analog or whatever the case is, man. Shoulder buttons, it is right up there when it comes to controller innovations. It's really good. It's like really good, and I think at some point every single company is going to have some type of advanced HD Rumble or fine motor point rumble as far as in the controllers to separate the rumble instead of just having one big motor that rumbles everywhere. I think all of the console manufacturers, everything is going to have it to where it's separated motors, because that just creates a better and more immersive play experience. Rumble is one of those things that when it first came out, we're like, okay, Rumble, what's this going to do? You know, so what if it rumbles? But then it really added to the experience on the N64. I remember when Sony took out the Rumble on the PlayStation 3 and called it last gen technology, and like everyone said, what? Last gen technology? We like our Rumble, but it was only because of the whole patent thing that was going down, or lawsuit. But anyway, they put it back in because they knew what was up. People want the Rumble, but I think that Nintendo's really taken it to the next level, and all the experiences that they've been able to have in addition to the third-party developers has really won me over. I mean, I thought HD Rumble was going to be good, but until you actually start making use of it in certain games and just having it be an organic experience with the games, that's when it really just shines. I think stuff like Super Mario Odyssey is great. I've been playing even like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That has just subtle HD rumble that's just really good in terms of everything, like when you're salvaging or when you do a special, different types of specials. HD rumble and the ways that they're using it has just been phenomenal, and to me adds to the experience in such great ways to where I kind of have to have it. I really want to have HD rumble in every single title at this point, and great uses of it. SteamWorld Dig 2 is another fantastic use of it. So what do you guys think about Nintendo researching different ways to use the Joy-Con controllers in addition to HD rumble and the playstyles? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the last article here, we have a rumor about a potential leak of Burnout Paradise as far as that game coming to Nintendo Switch. This rating was from Brazil, so shout out to Nintendo, everything for the article. Let's go ahead and get right into it here. So could Burnout Paradise be making its way to the Nintendo Switch? A supposed classification from Brazil could provide at least some hope that it could be happening. The enemy claims that the listing below is legitimate, though it's no longer in the database. Either it was removed because the information was shared when it shouldn't have been, or it didn't exist in the first place, and it was apparently fake. And the rumor popped up during an interesting time. Yesterday, news surfaced that a retailer in Brazil apparently posted a new listing for Burnout Paradise, though Switch was not included. Burnout Paradise was originally released back in 2008. EA published the Criterion-made title, which earned a lot of praise upon the original launch. Players could take a bunch of races in an open world with a special showtime that lets players wreak havoc at any point by bouncing and smashing into other vehicles. So let's talk about this just a little bit. I'll talk about, of course, the EA angle, my own experience with this title, and these whole ratings boards and what happens with these things. So let's talk about the ratings boards. Often these things are right. When you see these like Taiwan rating boards or Brazil rating boards or whatever the case is, they often end up being right. That's just something that I've seen so far. There have been multiple listings for different stuff. I think even like the Batman Telltale games and these different country retail listings or ratings, and they end up being correct. So the chances of this happening could be somewhat correct, or could be real if it comes to the Switch or PS4, Xbox One, because those are also listed for those systems as well. So that's something that I think could happen. After the last Need for Speed game, as far as that goes, yeah, I think people want Burnout back. So maybe EA is gearing up towards that. Now let's take the EA angle. EA bringing a game to Nintendo Switch? Well, yeah, I think that could happen because it's Burnout Paradise. Remember, this game came out in 2008. This game is nearly 10 years old. I played this game when I was in college, okay? When I was a junior in college, me and my roommates played this game in our dorm or in our apartment that we had, okay? So it's not like a super new game. We're not talking about Star Wars Battlefront or a brand new game. We're talking about an old PS3 and Xbox 360 game that would literally take them nothing to port to Nintendo Switch with all the modern tools and everything available to EA, which they're very familiar with mobile ARM CPUs and everything from all the development they do on smartphones and all that, and everything that they've done. It would be like nothing to put it on there. So it's almost like free money to have this type of game on the Nintendo Switch. Now let's talk about the game itself. It's very, very good. I played it with my friends, and that's the best way to experience it. If you have friends, if you guys are like in the same area and you guys are playing and you guys have some voice chat going, or you guys have just trash talk that you can hear from the other side of the room, that's actually better than voice chat. Just trash talk that you can hear from the other side of the room, that is the best. I would almost equate it to like a Halo LAN party as far as how fun it can get. We had 4 people all playing at the same time, online open world racing, doing different types of events and everything, competitive, cooperative. It's amazing if you have everybody there. Now, if you have no friends and you can't play it, then it's not very fun. Well, it is kind of fun by yourself, but for the most part, it is a solid made game. And I think that it's a game that if it did come to the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, it would be an amazing title to play portably on the go and everything. It would be really good. Unfortunately, it's made by EA, so I cannot support it brand new, but I wouldn't mind picking up a used copy when it does become available used, or they probably want to give me a review code, so I couldn't even think about that. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't support it, but all of you guys, definitely, like, if you have nothing against EA, I would say pick it up if it becomes real, because that type of game, anywhere that you want, that's really good. Burnout Paradise is fantastic. So those are kind of my thoughts on the whole matter when it comes to Burnout Paradise. If it can happen, I think it's definitely above 50%. You know, it's definitely above a 50% chance that this thing is actually real, because these rating boards things always happen. And like I said, while EA isn't fully on board with the Nintendo Switch, this would essentially be nothing for them to port over. It would literally be like wasting money if they didn't put it on the Nintendo Switch, if it did end up coming. It's Burnout Paradise. It's a car racing game. Even if you go back to the PS3, Xbox 360 version, it still looks good today. You can play it and have no problem. And like I said, on the Nintendo Switch, it would be a very fun to play, especially local play with other people. That would be, oh man, that would be really good. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it's true for those who haven't played it or who want to experience this type of title on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One. There hasn't been a Burnout game since then, I think. So I think people would be more than happy since it's been a while. And a lot of people probably haven't even played this game. It's been so long. I forgot half of the stuff that I even did in it. So what do you guys think about Burnout Paradise potentially coming into Nintendo Switch and other current generation systems? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps to spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.